Hi, Andy. Tell me about PACE.
Hi, Darlene. My name is Andy. I'm the PACE chair for our local, and PACE stands for Political Action Committee for Education. What does PACE do, you might ask? Well, PACE organizes political activities in support of public education and workers' rights.
Okay, great. So I guess PACE needs some money right now. And what do they spend? What do they need it for?
Well, what we use the money for is to get our message out to the public, all right, about the importance of public education and about the rights of workers, especially teachers. We also use the money to make political contributions to candidates at the state and federal level, and even sometimes at the local level, who are in favor of, who are supportive of public education.
So what was life like before PACE?
Well, at one point in time in Pennsylvania, teachers did not have the right to organize as a unit and bargain collectively for their wages, benefits, and pensions. And at that time, teachers in Pennsylvania were paid extremely poorly. In fact, wages were so low that many teachers oftentimes found themselves in a situation where they couldn't even afford the rent on their homes and apartments. They would have to have a roommate. Since we got the right to collective bargaining, teachers' wages have gone up and have, to the point where they've become competitive, and we have much higher rates of retention, meaning that talented people stay in education.
So for the states that do not have strong collective bargaining rights, what's life like for them and for their schools?
Well, that's a good question. Oftentimes they find themselves in situations where they have a hard time attracting people to the education profession because the pay is so low. The other thing that happens is that they have a hard time, even when they do attract talented people, they have a hard time keeping them because they find themselves in situations where they need to make more money in order to take care of their families. So retention rates are low. That would be an awful thing to have happen in Pennsylvania.
So there's more urgency for PACE now more than ever before?
Yes, we're really in a corner politically. The forces who are opposed to public education, who would like to see it privatized and turned into a for-profit business, have never been stronger. We just saw the appointment of Betsy DeVos, who is a billionaire who has no background in education, who would like to see public education privatized and see the right to organize collectively taken away from teachers. At the state level, there's a powerful movement to make it harder for us to collect union dues, and even more importantly, they would like to strip us of our pensions that we've so justly earned. And so we don't want to see those things happen, and that's why contributing to PACE is important.
So what can we do? We can donate money. There's a fundraiser coming up. What can we do even beyond that?
Okay, well, there's a number of things that you can do. When you get an email from PSEA, whether it's from Jerry Alexiak, our state president, or Corey Brown, our region president, or even from our local UCFEA news, at the end of the school day, take a minute and take action by emailing your legislator or calling your legislator, whatever it asks you to do. You can volunteer for PSEA. The other thing that you can do is that you can make a contribution directly to PSEA. And actually, we have a fun way for you to do that. On March 30th, we're hosting a UCFEA PACE fundraiser at Victory Brewing Company in Kennett Square. For the cost of $30, you'll get 2 drinks, a choice of 3 appetizers, chance to mingle with your colleagues, and you'll also be making a contribution to PACE.
And we can anticipate maybe more requests for PACE money and fundraisers in the future, Andy?
I think so, because I think that the attacks on education in the short term are only going to increase. But once we have gotten more supporters in government through us being active and contributing to PACE, I think that things will get better after that. But in the short term, we really need people to contribute their time and money.
Great. Well, thank you for all the work you do for us, and we encourage all teachers to take this seriously. The issue's very grave, and to maintain the integrity of our profession and our financial stability, we must volunteer and at the very least, make a small contribution to PACE at least, twice a year. Thank you, Andy.
Thank you.